Welcome to today's lesson in science. Today is Monday. Today we're going to look at how organisms get their names. This is going to be on pages 98 to 99. When you're done watching this, please go to page 99, look at numbers 1 through 2, and then answer the questions on the form, which is also called page 99, 1 through 2. Okay, so this is how organisms get their names. Currently, scientists use 7 levels of classification. They placed every living thing into one of the kingdoms, which is what we talked about last time. So on the very top there, you see that they're talking about kingdoms as the largest group. And then you break it down into smaller and smaller groups. So you take one kingdom, and then you take all that are in the kingdom that have one or two things that they have in common, and you put them into a smaller group. That's called phylum. Then you break that up into smaller groups, and you get classes. You break the classes up into even smaller groups, and you get orders. Break those orders up into even smaller groups, now you're at families. Then you break those up into smaller groups, you get to genus, and finally you get what we call species. So the scientific name is made up of 2 different names. So you can see here, we're talking about, in this particular example, the African lion. The African lion's name, its scientific name, comes from its genus and its species. You put those 2 names together and you get the scientific name of the African lion is Panthera leo. That's the scientific name of the African lion, the genus and the species. So this is a way to look at how God has organized everything that is alive. It shows how orderly He is. And this is just a really great way to learn about animals and how they belong to different groups. Okay. Take this information, read over pages 98 to 99, and then you can go to Google Classroom and fill out the Google form called page 99, numbers 1 through 2.